everybody, this is Anthony from Into the Darkroom, and today I'm going to show you how to make some sub-navigation items, some buttons in your website. So we're going to come into the back end of our website and we're going to go ahead and click on the Sitemap tab. Now, we've already created some navigation buttons in a previous video. If you haven't watched those videos, I suggest you go back and watch them because you're going to have to create some pages first before you create any sub-navigation buttons, because those buttons that we create are going to link back to the pages that you already created. So to create a new navigation button, we're going to go ahead and click the new button here, and we're going to go ahead and title this About, and we are going to link to a page we created and click this button, and we're going to click on the About page, and then we are going to decide if we want it to open in a new window or to open in the same window. We're going to go ahead and leave this as open in the same window because we are linking to an internal page. We don't want it to spawn a new browser window. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and you'll see that our About button is created right here. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to move it up by clicking the arrows. So I'm moving it up in my list here. And when I go ahead and I refresh our site, you're going to go ahead and see that we have our About page created with our About button right here. And so there's the About button and the About page, and if I were to go back here, I can add a new button by clicking New, and I'm going to create an external button. So let's pretend that I want to link to the blog, and so I'm going to title it Blog, and instead of linking to a page I created internally, I'm going to put in an external URL. So http://www. Now if you wanted it to be yourwebsite.com/blog, or wherever your blog lives, that's where you can go ahead and type in right here. For this demo, I'm going to go ahead and type in Google, and I am going to change this drop down to open in a new window, so that when somebody clicks on this, it spawns a new browser to the external link, so that our website doesn't close when they click on it. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and you're going to see the blog button has been created, and when I go to the site and I refresh it, you're going to see that all the way on the right is my blog button, and if I click on it, it opens up a new window for Google, and then I can go ahead and close that window, and my website is still here. So you're going to notice that the blog button is all the way on the right and the home page button is all the way on the left. And if you come back to our sitemap, you're going to see that our home page is at the top and the blog is at the bottom. So that's how you can organize and reorganize this, make sure that you have it in the right order that you want it. So now that I have those buttons, these are all main buttons, I want to create a button that has some sub-navigation. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the About button here. And let's say that I want to create an info button, and I want to put all my About page and my FAQ page under it. So I'm going to create a button called Info. And I'm not going to link it to anything because I just kind of want it to be a dead button where you roll over it and you get some sub-navigations that drop down where you can choose some options. So I'm not going to link it to anything, and I'm just going to click Save. You're going to notice that the button was created and there was no linking. There was no page that it's linked to, but when we click on it, you can go ahead and see that the sub-navigation panel is highlighted, and you can click New. And this is where we're going to add our sub-navigation button. So I'm going to title a button About, and I'm going to link to a page I created, and I'm going to link to About, and I'm going to leave it open in the same window because we're linking to an internal page, and I'm going to click Save, and there's my About button. If I want to add another button, I'm going to click New, and I'm going to title it FAQ, and I'm going to link to a page I created, and I'm going to link to the FAQ page that I've already created. I'm going to click on it, leave it to open in the same window because I'm linking to an internal page, and I'm going to click Save. And now I have two buttons created. You'll notice that in my list here, it shows that I have the two buttons created, and here are my two buttons. So now I want to move this button up further in the list. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to come down to my arrows, and I'm going to move it up in the list. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to my website and refresh it, and you're going to see that I have my info button in there, and when I roll over it, I have my sub-navigation, and if I were to click on something in my sub-navigation, it brings up that page. So now let's go back and talk about, well, what if I don't want it named Info and I want to edit it? Well, you can edit any button in here, and I can go ahead and click on it and click Edit at the bottom. And let's say I want to title this More Info, and I want to save it. it'll go ahead and save those changes and make them live to the site. I can also change where it links to. So if I want this About page to actually link to a different page, I can click on it, I can click Edit, and I can either edit the title or I can change where it links to either by typing in an external URL here, or if I want to link to an internal page, I can click here, and I can change the location by clicking on a new page. I can decide if it's going to be in the same window or a new window, and I can click Save Changes, and it'll go ahead and change that information right there. So in essence, that's how you create main navigation and sub-navigation and how you organize them. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to contact us through support, and I hope this information was informative, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much.